It is no longer news that EVs are quickly coming rampant with the various options available on the market to suit various needs. Whether you are just looking for a cool ride or a luxury-spoiled vehicle, EVs are advancing in tech and innovation, selling faster than we've ever seen. And with their popularity comes a demand for more effective charging stations. Range anxiety remains a major concern amongst EV owners and prospective consumers. More than offering EVs with long driving ranges, sufficient and effective charging stations are a major requirement as EVs grow in widespread adoption. Let's take a look at the future of electric cars and the revolution going on with EV charging infrastructure. Here's a little background information. Charging infrastructures are available in three major categories: those available in public, those at the workplace, and those available for commercial use. These charging devices are categorized by their charging rate and capacity. They include Level 1 charging, Level 2 charging, and DC fast charging. To break it down, Level 1 is the most common, offering 120-volt charging using a standard NEMA 515 plug, suitable for homes and providing 40 miles of range in 8 hours. Level 1 charging is the slowest, and users usually have it installed at their homes, making use of it overnight due to its longer charging time. An upgrade to Level 1 charging is Level 2, which offers 240 volts faster charging and is mostly available in public areas and workplaces. It uses the J1772 connector, which is shared by all US EVs. Level 2 charging offers a faster charging time than Level 1, but is nothing compared to the DC fast charging, which takes just 30 minutes to fully charge the EV battery. The DC fast charging converts AC power to DC to rapidly charge batteries and is ideal for high-traffic routes and contributes to increased availability for fleets and transportation networks. An interesting study of 2024 statistics shows that California leads the U.S. in the number of available public EV charging ports. In the second quarter of 2024, the number of EV charging ports in the station locator increased by 6.3%, with DC fast charging having the greatest percentage of 7.4% overall. However, with the widespread adoption of EVs and with growing interest in a greener environment, EV stations are currently not meeting demands, which points to the need for adequate and sufficient infrastructures to cater to the growing demand. If the adoption of EVs are to be encouraged, customers want the assurance that their needs will be adequately catered for. More than fear of purchasing a short-range EV, customers are afraid of getting stuck in a location because their battery ran out and there's no place to charge nearby. Currently, EV owners depend mostly on home charging to meet their needs, as shown by a survey around the US and Europe. While home charging is great, it is not always sufficient as most people have to drive around a lot during the day and a 40-mile range may be insufficient to aid their daily commute, and so better alternatives like public stations are essential. Challenges. Although fast charging technology is patronized by some EV owners to meet 20% of their charging needs, it is a costly alternative, and many people desire a more affordable and convenient way of charging their EVs. In view of that, research is being conducted and technologies explored to search out better ways to make EVs charge faster and make the process more favorable for EV owners. One way the issue of lack of charging stations is being resolved is that charging stations are being installed in strategic locations, and technologies that aid to find these stations have been developed. For example, some EV owners rely on charging apps from MSPs to locate the nearest stations. And although techs like vehicle navigation systems, Google, and Apple Maps are useful tools, they are still lagging behind MSP charging apps. Surveys showed that 41% of owners preferred working with MSP's charging app, while 20% of owners preferred Google and Apple Maps. The future V2G charging. V2G charging is short for vehicle-to-grid charging. It is the latest technology being explored, and it seems that it will be the future of EVs and EV charging infrastructure. As EV ownership keeps rising, the burden becomes heavy on the electricity grid, which provides power to charge vehicles. The use of a fast-charging system provides flexibility to the grid. However, better ways to balance it are required, and that's where V2G charging comes in. The concept of V2G charging is based on a premise that when supply is low and demand is high, EVs connected to the grid to charge can release power back into the grid. This diversion or storage of energy in EV batteries may be a way to fix the issue of an excess or deficit of energy. That way, the excess power generated would then be stored in the battery storage system and can be accessed when renewable energy sources are unavailable. Power from the sun, wind, and battery storage are combined to provide an uninterrupted power source. This way, there's a balance between electrical demand and renewable energy supply through a bidirectional converter. The concept is being explored, and perhaps it would be a lasting solution as charging infrastructures are yet to be readily accessible all around the U.S. The way forward. EV owners are willing to pay for a convenient charging experience, and in order to take advantage of this and scale up charging points utilization, industry stakeholders should consider dynamic and regional specific pricing. Also, the installation of charging stations along highways and major transport routes is essential to encourage long-distance trips. Rural areas also must not be left out of the trend and the establishment of these charging infrastructures. Offering rebates or tax credits for installation of Level 2 chargers in private residences by government and utility companies can be of great impact to the advancement of infrastructural development. EVs have become a huge part of our society, and daily we see improvement in their technology and adoption. But to encourage more people to embrace the idea of owning an EV, long-range EVs must be mass-produced and range anxiety must be addressed. Charging infrastructures must become highly effective and accessible so that EV owners can be sure that everything necessary to aid their daily commute is in place. There is security in knowing what happens next. As EVs continue to advance, we expect to see greater innovations and mind-blowing technologies. The EV industry has come so far over the years, and it is thrilling to see the strides manufacturers are making in ensuring that consumers experience maximum satisfaction. We have our eyes out to see what happens next in the industry. If you love this kind of update and would like to get more, please subscribe to our channel. What's your take on the EV industry and the charging infrastructure revolution? Do well to share your thoughts with us in the comments below, and we'll be glad to hear from you. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we post new updates. Thanks for watching.